Montreal. He's got the puck inside his own blue line, wearing number 55. Only the third Canuck to ever wear that number. The others, Ed Jovanovski and Shane O'Brien. Puck comes towards Biega at the right point. Round for Jannik Hansen, that's out of his reach. Here's Lucas Spiza sending one on goal, and an easy stick save for Dubnyk. Beat Ryan Miller with a backhander, and Minnesota never looked back.
The last time the Wild was here, which wasn't that long ago, 16 days ago, the Canucks outshot them 37-20, but found themselves down 4-0 in the third period.
Charlie Coyle in the Vancouver zone. Now a shot in tight by Nino Niederreiter. That's stopped by Eddie Lack. Passes to an open wing.
Boy, that's one of those where Henrik Sedin, you have to see who's out there, and that was Zach Parise standing in front of the net. Henrik tried that pass up the middle. Parise knocked it down.
He's good, right?
He's good. He's good.
Parise tries a long shot. Now Pominville. He sends one up the middle. Kennins couldn't knock it down. Marco Scandella checked by Ronnie Kennins. He puts one in front, tipped away. Here's Clendening at the blue line. Long shot blocked. Rebound. Kennins stopped by Dubnyk. 41 games he'd gone without scoring before getting one against Carolina in a 6-3 win. Winded Bay ahead for Christopher Higgins. Prosser takes that away. Higgins hits him. Bay tries a pass. Puck comes to Higgins. Quick shot stopped by Dubnyk. And he hangs on for the first whistle of the hockey game. That one. Dorsett chasing after the puck. Mikael Granlund is there first. And now Thomas Vanek feeds ahead to Justin Fontaine. He steps over the Vancouver line. Granlund to Fontaine to the net, and a stick save by Eddie Lack. Here's Vanek putting one in front, one off the toes. Jordan Schrader has room at center. In on the right side. Schrader puts one in front. They score! Nino Niederreiter on the setup from Jordan Schrader, and Minnesota makes it 1-0. Daniel overskated it. Now he passes behind the goal. Burrows takes the puck away from Koivu. Daniel behind the goal to Henrik. Scandella's watching him. Henrik in front for Daniel. That's off the skate. Now Daniel with the puck again. Back to Dan Sedin. Dan Henry's a long shot stopped by Dubnyk. Down the boards for Granlund. Fontaine gets the puck. Intercepting is Clendening in the corner. Now Matthias finds Zach Cassidy. He fans on his pass, turns it over. Fontaine shoots, and a stop by Eddie Lack. That would have made the plays of the week. Here's Alex Burrows picking up a loose puck over the Minnesota line. Daniel Sedin throws one towards the goal. Henrik on the ricochet to the net. Stopped by Dubnyk. Burrows digs the puck free. Here bodied by Hulla. Burrows is after the puck and he gets it in the corner. Alex Burrows to the side. Henrik to the crease, and Daniel couldn't make contact. Hughes with a shot. Dubnyk the save, and another one. A glove stop off Burrows on the backhand. Alex Burrows gets to the loose puck, trying to get it past Ryan Suter. And finally it's out to center. The Canucks have a 3-on-1. Daniel Sedin down the right, in on goal, stop. Henrik scores! Spiza from center. Passes back to Biega. And Alex Biega dumps the puck ahead to Jannik Hansen. His pass into the middle. Broken up. Turning with the puck is Bo Horvat. Devin Dubnyk.
The Canucks having trouble getting it in and getting organized.
Now they're in. And here's Hansen centering. Kennins couldn't get a shot away. He feeds the puck to Weber. Ronnie Kennins coming off the right wing. Back to Yannick Weber. Lets it fly, and Dubnyk the save. No rebound for Kennins, who went to the front of the net. Now it's sent in on Eddie Lack, who banks it around for Dan Hughes. Ahead for Ronnie Kennins, who chips the puck to center. Waiting is Hansen. And now Horvat deflects the puck to the corner. Bo Horvat around the net. Oh, put it on goal, and Dubnyk alertly made that save.
The face-off.
Horvat heads off. Face-off duty done. Wild move in. Parise on the left side. Back for Koivu. Long shot by Suter. Redirected, and a nice pad save by Eddie Lack on the deflection. I picked up, centered, back for Suter, and here's Pominville. Koivu to Parise, back to Mikko Koivu. 9 minutes into the second, a 1-1 tie. Vanek tries a shot. Another deflection stopped by Lack, this time off Parise. And Dubnyk has been scorching hot. Here's a turnover. Alex Burrows cuts left, hit the crossbar. Canucks almost had their first lead right there. Niederreiter slides the puck into the Vancouver zone. Thrown in front off a skate. Coyle goes after the puck. Gets it away from Daniel Sedin. Charlie Coyle, sharp angle shot, juggled and held on to by Lack. And now some pushing, covering for the defense, able to knock it away. Shot from the line, didn't get through. Stanton gets the puck in the corner. Can't get it by Fontaine. Back for Dumba. Matt Dumba with a wrist shot, and Eddie Lack. Then he got whacked in the head after making the save. Mathias digging forward for Vancouver. 6:40 to go in the second, and Sean Mathias nicely ahead to Zach Cassidy. He's in on the left wing. Stops to get away from his check. Pass back. Dorsett shoots. Stopped by Dubnyk. Canucks hitting the road for 5 after this one. They fly to New York tomorrow, take on the Rangers on Thursday. Here's a chance at the side. Lack had to react after the puck was knocked down. Vanek, chance for Minnesota to break in here. Vanek on the left wing. Checked by Clendening. And Lyndon Bay's out with the puck. Pass to Zach Cassidy. Back for Bay, broken up. Vanek's loose at center after the turnover by Cassidy. He's got a breakaway. Stopped by Eddie Lack. Henrik Sedin to Daniel Sedin, trying to come out front. He was taken down. And the Wild break out with 15 seconds to go in the period. Charlie Coyle, pass to Niederreiter. Couldn't get a shot on it. Now he's hit in the corner by Daniel Sedin. Horvat with a burst of speed down the left wing. Bo Horvat around the net, in front, and Kennings couldn't make contact. Here's Jannik Hansen. Curls to the high slot with a shot. Dubnyk the save. Horvat scores with a rebound. He just continues to grow and grow, and Bo Horvat gives the Canucks a 2-1 lead.
This play all starts with Lucas Sbisa. John, you and I say high risk, high reward. Lucas Sbisa goes right behind his own net. Now he's fighting, chips it as he's falling down, and it goes to Bo Horvat, who uses his speed, and the wraparound goes right through. Doesn't hit anybody. Kens is right there. And Jannik Hansen, shoot it at the net, never a bad play. And guess who's there? Both guys.
Didn't get anything on it. Dorsett swoops in for the puck. Derek Dorsett hooks it in behind the goal towards Mathias. Now at the blue line, Weber. Left point. Can't use the shot. Rebound. Verbata slid it on goal, and it was stopped by Devan Dubnyk. Weber tried to bring the puck in front. Coyle clears it out. And Hamhuis collects the puck at his own blue line. Horvat from Hansen and Sbisa at 1:33. Here's Burrows with a long shot. Stopped by Dubnyk. He'll take the whistle. Out by Ronnie Kennins. Koivu for Palmenville, and he tips the puck in behind the Canuck goal. Lack hit Hamhuis as he tried to shoot the puck around. Minnesota looks to take advantage. Brodin with a shot and a blocker saved by Eddie Lack. Trying to get it around, knocked down by Kyle Brodziak. Clendening chips the puck towards Kennins, and he gets it out. Hansen strips his man of the puck. Jannik Hansen down the right. He's got Horvat in front, but the pass was too far in front. Now standing with a drive, and that goes off Dubnyk and wide of the goal. And the pass for Henrik was behind him. Canucks pressing here, looking to go up by 2. Henrik Sedin on the backhand, centers, and Burrows missed the pass. Here's Biega with a shot. He scores! Brodziak after Burrows. Once the red light went on, but in his NHL debut, Alex Biega scores to make it 3-1.
The Wild are complaining that Alex Burrows was interfering with Devan Dubnyk, but watch Burrows, his positioning on this one. He's been called a couple of times with the feet in the blue paint, but this one, he is outside, gets perfectly square, in good position, and that shot by Biega goes by Devan Dubnyk because he just can't see it.
Coyle missed it. Dumba gets the puck. Wrist shot off his stick and deflects to the far corner. Minnesota pressing here, trailing by 2. Puck is centered. Niederreiter scores! Putting in off Lack. Nino Niederreiter with his second of the game, and it's a 1-goal game again.
Adam Clendening fell down in the corner, and the Canucks just never recovered. Brian Stanton ends up in front, Lyndon Bay, and the puck just squeaks by there. Clendening falling down, and now Stanton just can't get control. Lyndon Bay throws it right back, and Niederreiter just directs it towards the net. off Eddie Lack's shoulder and up and in.
Horvat works to get the puck over the Minnesota line. Taken by Matt Dumba. Tips one up the right wing. Parise. One hands the puck to the corner. Weber is there. Hamhuis gives it away to Parise. Lack with the poke check, and the puck came right across the crease.
Angeles is tied with Tampa.
3-2. Daniel Sedin chases onto that one. He shoots, and a blocker saved by Dubnyk. Burrows then chipped the puck back through the slot. It's picked up by Fontaine. Granlund up the middle. Stopped by Lack. It went off his throat protector, I think. Comes to the left point. Scandella puts on goal. It was just tipped wide by Charlie Coyle. Kennins clears. Hansen's after the puck, and he's in on the left side. And Hansen with a shot off the blocker of Dubnyk. Burrows is there as well. Taps the puck to the corner. Granlund trying to get it to the blue line. Henrik Sedin works it free. Daniel checks, can't get it out. Here's Dumba with a long shot. Didn't get through. Pominville stopped by Eddie Lack on the rebound. Dumba off the glove of Eddie Lack. What a save. Now he comes to the side to block the centering pass. Daniel Sedin can't move it out. Loose puck. Here's Pominville. Stopped by Lack. Unbelievable action. Scandella with a chance. Shoots. Blocked. The game is over. And the Canucks win it by 1. And now we got some real rough stuff after the whistle.
Well, 3 games in 16 days.